By associating ourselves with the different groups, the African Union, the United Nations and all, by reason of our associations, have we not inadvertently given these people the invitation to, I mean, this country's invitation to come in to sort of like monitor what we do?
Your point is valid, but it's not tenable. The mere fact that it is valid is to the extent that, yes, we engage in multilateral diplomacy. By force majeure, we are a member of the ECOWAS. We are a member of the African Union. And they take a decision there, of which Nigeria is also a part. But that does not remove of the existence of a state as the smallest unit, state actors in international relations. The principle of sovereign equality is still there. You are a member of AU because you are Nigeria. You are a member of the ECOWAS because a priori you are Nigeria. So in this case, there is no ECOWAS without the member state. The corporate body is only meaningful to the extent that you have a unit coming to join. So in this case, operationally, what happens is that the member states go to the AU, go to the UN, go to ECOWAS, all these plurilateral organizations, and make known their own national policies. So the organizations only coordinate and come out with a common position. So if I say your point is valid, yes, it is valid, but it does not remove of the fact that Nigeria is still a sovereign state that must take decisions.
Well, how would you interpret that, the film that we pre-rolled, where governorship aspirants, candidates in Lagos were at the U.S. Embassy to sign this peace pact, as we've seen them do across the country? Is that interference, acceptable interference, or what?
Neither of the two. It's most unfortunate. That's what we call the principle of exterritoriality in international law and relations. The principle, exterritorial, the embassy of any country, and particularly the US, is considered an extension of the territory of the United States in Nigeria. That is why, from Articles 27, of the Diplomatic Convention 1961, talks about inviolability of an embassy. Now, an embassy is inviolable. You cannot do what we easily do on the streets in an embassy, because the rules, the laws governing an embassy, they are not Nigerian laws, they are American laws. The implication is that you now have people who leave Nigerian soil to go and discuss, to go and negotiate on an American soil. That's already foreign. All right? So we have carried the Nigerianness of our activities to the American embassy. And that is the way we must understand it. So if they are now, for instance, I don't have any problem in any political leader, any party leader going to the embassy to go and discuss. But if you are going there as a presidential candidate, as a will-be, a possibly will-be president of Nigeria, to go and mortgage your personality, your integrity already in a foreign land, in a foreign country, then that shows that you are already mortgaging the conscience, national conscience of Nigeria well in advance.
What if, sorry to interrupt you, Prof, but what if the signing took place at an external venue, at a venue external to the U.S. Embassy, for instance?
That would be fantastic. Then it is a neutral ground. It's a neutral ground.
So the actions of the ambassador will not be seen as interfering in that instance, even though it was organized by them?
It wouldn't be. Because you see, the principles of mediation necessarily require that you don't have any partisan position before mediation. You want to mediate a crisis. you want to mediate a situational, a conflicting issue, then I now ask you to come to my territory to come and discuss. Then where's the objectivity of purpose? Okay. So it's not acceptable. These are based critically on principles. Interference. You know, if you look at the issue of vested interest as a dynamic, at the level of Nigeria, Nigeria doesn't want any foreign country to interfere. The US, the Western European countries, Britain, all along, they want to interfere. Why? Because on both sides, there is the vested interest. On the one hand, for instance, the Americans wouldn't want democracy, all right, to be trampled upon. They believe that democracy, look, we must continue to sustain. All right. We, at the level of Nigeria, are not against that. But the point, what makes it an interference and unacceptable is the manner, all right, in which the point was made. If it does not follow, you know, a vertical line of relationship, you know, a relationship is either horizontal on equal basis or it is vertical. When it is vertical, the instruction, the order, can be vertical and descending. That is, the most senior, all right, actor will be giving instruction and coming down. It can also be vertical, coming from bottom, ascending. So you have instruction ascending and descending. It is possible in a relationship in which partnership is based on equality of status. But where, for instance, the relationship, the partnership, be it strategic or otherwise, the instruction is only unidirectional, coming from the top to below, then you must expect necessary reactions. So I do not dispute the fact that, look, as an individual, the United States, the British, the French, the Germans, they are more developed countries than Nigeria. Fine. But it does not mean that the better development level, all right, of any country presumes that, look, you now take me as a follow country, quote and unquote. It doesn't work that way.